Remember how I was talking about how it was raining really bad and we had severe weather advisories and all types of stuff was happening with the weather here in the Virginia area. So there was a person who I picked up at the airport after I dropped that one lady off, and this guy got into the car while he was still on the phone, and apparently he was on the phone with customer service from his airline. So he was really upset about the fact that his flight got canceled because of the weather, which is something that just happens, unfortunately. And he was going off on this poor customer service person, saying, "Oh, that's really great that you're going to cancel this flight and not add another one." Number one, as if she's the one who personally canceled it, and number two, as if she's the one who could make a decision about other flights. And, it was just hard for me to hear that, because he was just going off on this poor woman who really didn't have a lot of control over the situation, because it's not like she can just put extra planes in the air. It doesn't really work like that. Like, oh, these people couldn't get to where they needed to go, so let me go ahead and just schedule some more planes to go out. That's not the way it works. And I'm sure that guy knew that, but, he was frustrated because he was supposed to be somewhere and he couldn't get to that place because his flight got canceled. So, the reason I bring that up is just because I really felt for that customer service agent, because I used to be in customer service. Really, all of my jobs have always been one form or another. So my phone fell out of the little holster thing that I had it mounted to. I'm not sure if I'm keeping that in or not. If I'm keeping it in, then you'll see why I'm laughing. Anyway, so as I was saying, all of my jobs have been customer service in one form or another. Uber is customer service, basically. I started out in retail when I was really young, like maybe, 16, 17, just to try to have some extra money, and then later to put myself through college. Then I was working also as a telemarketer, and telemarketers aren't all bad. I know that they get a bad reputation because some of them are very, very aggressive and, can be kind of nasty, which is not good, because it gave all the rest of us, a bad reputation, and people just would automatically assume that we were all like that, but that's not the case. And most telemarketers are just people trying to just do something in the off hours, because either they can't work during the day, or they have a second job or a main job during the day, and they have telemarketing as their second job, or they're going to school during the day. So telemarketers aren't all bad. Then after that, because I did want to get out of telemarketing because it was a very high stress job, I got into customer service in call centers. So I was the person who people would call to talk about their service for whatever company or organization I was working for at the time. That was what I really liked. I liked helping people, so customer service was definitely something that fit me and my personality very well. So I did that for years, tried to climb my way up the ladder. So unfortunately, the companies that I worked for in customer service were kind of boys club, I should say. I hate even saying that, but that's the way that it was. It was very difficult to move up in the organization. Tried very hard to get to the point where I could move up in the organization, but it was difficult. I moved up as high as I could, but I never actually got to the position of supervisor. So eventually I did go to a different organization where I was able to get to a supervisor position. I was hired as a supervisor, I should say. And then a couple of years later, I got promoted to manager. Actually, it was like about a year later I got promoted to manager. So that was really good. I was happy about that, but it was one of those situations where you really have to be careful what you wish for, because even though I was really happy that I finally got the promotions and the recognition that I felt that I deserved for, you know, all the hard work that I had done and all of the dues that I had paid over the years in my career, I just wasn't happy as a customer service manager. And a lot of factors played into that. One of the factors was that I was managing a team that wasn't at my location. They were at a remote location, so I didn't even get to actually physically see my team every day. I wasn't able to really participate in coaching them in any way. It was hands-on in a way that I was always in contact with them, but then it was also kind of hands-off because I was not physically there, so it wasn't as if they could, you know, pull me aside and ask me a question, or if I couldn't like immediately coach somebody if they were doing something that I thought needed improvement or whatever. So, you know, it wasn't the right fit for me. And so I decided to stop working at that particular place, and I resigned. And there were some other factors that had to do with it too, and you know, I don't want to get into it too much because it was just a lot in terms of personnel issues. You know, there were people that I was working for that made it a little bit difficult for me to do my job the way that I saw fit. So, you know, that's kind of difficult to talk about because I don't want to say anything negative about my previous bosses, but that's just the way it was. So I decided that I just really needed to make a change and do something that would make me happy and something that would allow me to be able to spend more time with my kids and allow me to spend more time with working on, you know, my business, which is a craft business. And that's been working out really well because I've been able to do a lot of crafts. I've been able to sell my crafts, which is great. It's not anywhere near the point where it would be able to completely support me financially because I have a lot of responsibilities, you know, being a single mom and having to take care of all the bills and rent and everything else. So, you know, I'm definitely not at that point where it's, you know, going to sustain me in that way, which is why I decided to, you know, drive Uber and, you know, do that full time as opposed to part time, which is what I was doing before. So doing this full time has been really good. I'm really happy that I made the decision, and you know, hopefully I'll be able to continue to do that until, you know, my home-based business takes off. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm working hard on it, so we'll see. But yeah, that's really it. So I just wanted to give you at least that part of my background in terms of what my employment history was up until now, because I know I said that I would give a little bit more information about that, and I didn't have any interesting Uber stories to tell, so I thought, okay, this is what I'll talk about today. So anyway, that's it. I am I'm going to go ahead and end it there because I'm trying so hard not to ramble, but it is difficult for me, so I hope it's not too much for people who are watching this, but that's just me, that's just my personality. I'm trying to be true to myself in terms of these vlogs, but at the same time, I don't want to bore the crap out of you. So, that's that. So anyway, I hope everyone has a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. I really appreciate it. Again, my name is Erin, and I'll see you soon.